What's up, y'all? Welcome back to This or Therapy. Before we get into today's topic, you already know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the notification bell, you know what I'm saying? Help a brother out. Trying to make a little money off their YouTube, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Support your boy like y'all support these celebrities that already got money. You know what I'm saying? Like they already there. They good. You know what I'm saying? Help the locals out. Help the little guy out. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and hit that notification bell. Hit the like and subscribe. And appreciate your boy. All right? Now, we're going to get into today's topic. And today's topic, we're talking about undereating. Now, I know for those of us who are in the fitness world or in a, not, well, I don't say fitness world, but who are trying to work out, get in shape, things of that nature, lose a little weight, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get our 18-year-old body back. Those of us who are 30 plus. Did you know that you could be under eating? Yeah, that's a thing. I know. I found this out not too long ago and I was like, what? Yeah. Did you know that under eating could actually be contributing to you not losing weight or making you actually gain weight? Facts. I know. That sounds crazy. You're like, wait, I'm trying to lose weight if I don't eat much. You know, say everybody knows the less you eat, the less you gain. That is true. That is true. But only to a certain point, because here's the thing, if you're not eating enough, your body goes into survival mode and it starts making you pack on more calories because it's in survival mode. Yes, that's what happens, right? So if you're under eating, your body actually goes into a form of survival because that's what your body's made for. It's made for you to adapt and survive, right? That's why whenever you have like a pain in a certain area, your body overcompensates to make you not use that area, right? Like if you have pain in your lower back, well, you probably will stand in a certain way, not even knowing it, so that way that pain doesn't flare up. So your body is a natural survival mechanism and it does these things. And when you're not eating enough, you are hurting your body because you're going to the gym because, right, think about it, right? If everybody, I don't know if you know this, and if you don't, here's a little news flash. Every time you go to the gym and you use your muscles and you're lifting weights and things of that nature, you're actually breaking your body down. You're not building it. The building comes from after you get out of the gym, right? And you eat and you get your protein in and things of that nature. That's when you actually build your muscle and recover, okay? That's why if you're not using creatine, start using creatine because it helps with recovery. Pro tip. But you have to eat properly as well. And it doesn't mean that you barely eat, 200 calorie meals here and there and then you're done for the day. No, you have to eat properly. So the first thing you want to do if you're trying to lose weight and get to a certain size, especially for a recomposition, first thing you want to do is get you some kind of tracker. You know what I'm saying? Apple Watch, Fitbit, something like that. Something that helps you track your calories and how much you're burning in a day and things of that nature, because you can't really eat properly if you don't know what you're burning, right? It's going to help too with your workouts, right? You can kind of maybe estimate like, oh, this burns this many calories, but you just never know because everybody's different. So you can't like find a workout online and it says, oh, 500 calorie workout. Well, it could be a 500 calorie workout, or it could be a 300 for you, depending on how fast your metabolism is, or it could be an 800 for you because, your body might have a epoch that's a different from everybody else, right? So what you want to do is find a tracker, get a tracker, Fitbit, Apple Watch, something of that nature. Maybe even on your phone, you may try to find, there's a fitness app on most iPhones, but I don't know how accurate that is because it really only judges you on your steps and it can't really work in their workouts because if you don't have anything that's like, tracking your heart rate and things of that nature, it's not going to have a good reading. So find you something cheap, find you something online, find you something, maybe somebody's old, see if anybody who said that they was going to get in shape got an old one that they don't use anymore, use theirs, all right? That's one thing you're going to do. Second thing you want to do is find a calorie counter. I personally use MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is cheap, aka free. It doesn't help you with the macros, so you have to pay to get into the in-depth as far as like if you're trying to track your macros. But here's the thing: you're not gonna be able to know if you're under eating or overeating if you don't have a calorie counter. Right? You gotta have that so you can plug in your food and know what you're eating and how much you're eating, things of that nature, right? Because without that, you can also overeat, right? Now here are some signs that secondly, what you want to do is thirdly, what you want to do is calculate your maintenance calories, right? So basically you get on find a scale somewhere, weigh yourself, and then times that by 15. And that's what you need to know to maintain whatever weight you are. That's what you need to do that's how much you need to eat, right? To maintain that weight, right? So, and then you also have to calculate too, because you gotta, whatever, if you go to the gym that day, that morning, that night, whatever, you have to calculate then what you burned, right? Because what you go off and burn, guess what? That's minus your maintenance calories. So you have to subtract that and eat to compensate for that, right? If you're trying to maintain weight. Now, if you're trying to lose weight, what you're gonna do is just as you're calculating every week or every few weeks or 2 weeks, try to decrease your calorie intake by 200. So let's say your maintenance calorie deficit is 2,500 calories, right? Let's say that's what it is to maintain whatever weight you are. Let's say it's 2,500, right? So what you're gonna do is do a subtle decrease. If you're trying to lose weight, you're gonna do a subtle decrease in calories, meaning you're gonna do maybe 100 to 200. So if it's 2,500, then you try to eat 2,300 for the day. That's what you need to do to lose weight. Little steps, because if you try to do something drastic like minus 500 and you're only eating 2,000 calories a day and you're burning 1,000, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be hungry, you're gonna be irritable, your body's not gonna be able to recover well, and you're gonna be holding yourself back from gains and also losing weight because your body's gonna go into survival mode, right? So that's just kind of a basic what you need to do. And here's the thing, you'll know if you're under eating. Here's how you'll know. You'll feel weaker in the gym, right? You'll go to the gym, you'll be like, man, I used to put up 60s, now I can barely do 55, right? That's your body not recovering well. It's your body being broken down and not getting the fuel it needs to recover because you're not eating enough. I know it sounds counterintuitive because you're trying to lose weight, but you have to eat enough to sustain yourself. Your body needs sustenance, period. You have to take care of your body because again, when you're in the gym, you're working out, you're breaking your body down. And if you don't have enough fuel to recover it, guess what? You're losing muscle, you're losing strength, right? So you have to be careful. So you have to eat. So you can't drastically go from 2,500 calories to 2,000 calories because you're not gonna get enough. Your body's gonna be killing itself, basically eating itself from the inside, and that's not good. You might look good, you might get the results you want, but you're not gonna get the results you want. Do you understand what I mean? Because let me tell you something. What happens is if you're under eating, you'll hit a plateau. So your body, like I said, it's a survival thing, right? So it's a survival mechanism. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna hit a plateau, right? So let's say you're trying to get under 200 pounds, or you're gonna get stuck at 200 pounds if you're not eating enough. Trust me, I know this because when I was 200 pounds, that's where I was stuck at for like months. And I didn't know that it's because I wasn't eating, right? I learned this not too long ago. Like I said, I'm finally under 200, like getting closer to, 190 because I'm eating enough. You have to eat enough. All right, so another sign that you're under eating is weight gain. Yeah, I know. That sounds crazy. You're like, what? How could I be gaining weight if I'm not eating a lot? Well, again, your body goes into survival mode. So your metabolism slows down. So instead of converting what you eat into energy, it converts it into fat, right? And so it's a sustaining energy, right? So it's trying to help you put on pounds so that way it can get through your day. So when you go to work out the next day, you have some kind of energy to sustain you through your workout instead of breaking down the muscle and the things of that nature that your body needs. So but it doesn't burn that fat as well because it's in maintenance mode. It's like, hey, all right, well, we got to hold on to this. Whatever he eats after this, he or she, excuse me, whatever they eat after this, we have to hold on to this so that way we don't die because we don't get that much. We don't get enough to eat. So that's what your body's going to be doing. So yes, weight gain is possible if you're under eating. Yeah, I know it's crazy, but it's true. If you undereat, you will hold on to weight, and if not hold on to weight, you'll gain weight. So you either hit a plateau and never go under, or you will actually gain more weight. So if, let's say, you're 200 pounds, you're trying to get under 200 pounds, you might stay at 200 pounds or you might hit like 205. Yeah, that's just the name of the game. Also, another sign you're under eating, can't sleep well. It takes you a long time to go to sleep, or you don't sleep, full, 8 hours a night. That's probably a sign that you're not eating well, because your body can't go into rest mode. This is survival mode. It's like, hey, we need food, we need sustenance. You can't sleep. How are you gonna sleep if you're not eating, right? Your body's telling you, hey, I can't fall asleep because I might die in my sleep because I'm not getting, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird how our bodies work, but that's how it is. Like, if you're not eating enough, your body is gonna go into, like I said, survival mode, and it's gonna keep you from sleeping, which also hurts your recovery from workouts, which also makes you what? Gain weight, because it slows everything down. That sleep is like so important, especially to men, especially when it comes to our testosterone and how it's processed and how it recovers, especially as you get older, especially in your 30s. Sleep is important. 6 to 8 hours a night. 6 is not great, but it's better than 5 or 4. You know what I mean? But you have to get sleep, at least 6 to 8 hours. At least 6 to 8 hours. And if you can sleep a little longer, do it. If you can get 9, if you can get 10, power to you. I've never hit those kind of numbers, even after being hungover, but hey, if you can hit it, do it. All right. So that's another sign, right? You ain't gonna be able to sleep. Also too, another sign you're under eating, pretty obvious. You're always hungry. If you're always hungry, you're always snacking, which is also gonna hurt you in the losing weight factor, right? Because if you're always eating, and your body's not able to really recover, and it's like holding on to calories, well, then it's gonna hold on to everything that you're eating. So if you're eating, small meals all throughout the day, 200, 300 calories, when you're not eating enough, you're only eating like 2 or 3 of those, you're eating like 600 calories or 1,000 calories, and you need 2,500 to at least maintain, well, guess what? You're gonna be hungry all the time. And if you're hungry all the time, you're gonna be snacking on things that aren't good. Your brain is gonna make you crave more calorie dense things, and usually things that are super high calorie dense aren't good for us, right? That's the junk food, that's, Doritos, that's, fast food, things like that, right? Because fast food is very calorie dense, but it doesn't have much nutrition, actually almost none, really, if you go and do your research. So you're basically gonna start eating things that are bad for you, which will also, because of the things that are put in fast food, chemical flavoring and things of that nature, your body doesn't know how to process that. So what does it do? It turns it into what? Fat. Because it doesn't, once it devours it, it doesn't know where to put it. These aren't chemicals that should be in our body. These aren't substances that should be in our body. So what does it convert it to? Body does into survival mode. Hey, we got to get it out of our system somehow. What do we convert this to? Fat. And so you're gaining weight. Even if you only eating one burger from fast food, that's your hope. But most burgers from fast food are 500 plus calories, like most of them. You'd be pressed to find one anywhere, any food restaurant, especially fast food, that's under 500 calories. Even in a little small, like, kids meal burgers, some of that be like 500. So like, you're eating that, and like I said, the chemicals and things that they process it, and things of that nature of the meat, your body doesn't know what to do with that, so it's just gonna convert it into fat. So basically, you're hurting yourself if you're not eating. Now, you can overeat, and that's why having like a MyFitnessPal, things of that nature, where you can track your food helps, right? So then you can log in your food and know that you're not overeating, you're not hurting yourself by eating too much, right? Because that can make you gain weight as well. So you have to be able to monitor that and kind of know, all right, what you can eat, where your window is, how much, right? Also, too, timing of everything, right? I personally try to eat all my meals and everything before 7 p.m. And then I don't eat again until like a full meal until like 3 p.m. Or 3 p.m. Yeah, so 7 a.m. From 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. I don't have anything. I have like a little bit of like, oatmeal or something like that in the morning before a workout. Something like that to fuel. I used to work out fasted. Doesn't really work for me. I feel weaker. I feel better when I have a little bit of oatmeal. But figure that out for yourself. Everybody's different. Some people like to work out faster. Some people work out with a full meal. Some people just need like a little snack, a little pre-workout meal, you know, to get themselves through. It all depends. But yeah, you want to make sure you're tracking your calories, because you can overeat easily, right? How easy is it to overeat? Because if your body telling you you're hungry, you're gonna go eat, period. Or if you're sitting around bored, you're gonna go eat. So those are signs that you're undereating, and watch out for overeating. Let me know in the comments if you dealt with anything like this in the past, if you know anything more about undereating or overeating, you know what I'm saying, that nature. If you're in the fitness world and you have any advice that you want to pass on in the comments, please do that. All right, guys, like, comment, subscribe, help a brother out. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.